And now, The Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Hello, everybody. It's The Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder. That's Big J. Okerson.
Hey.
And we are new, but not live. I have to take that sentence slower these days.
New, but not live.
Yeah.
Got it.
It's Monday, but for us, it's Saturday.
It's Saturday. Here you go.
We're living permanent weekends like Jimmy Buffett fans.
I hope nothing crazy happens Sunday.
Well, the Niners played on Thursday, so that's really... Yeah, I know. It's just so bad.
Even the one game I needed them. Do they play the Eagles at some point this year?
No, we don't play the Eagles.
How did the Cowboys get it?
There's no Bonfire Bowl. I don't know, because I think they play like 2 games out of people out of conference that just don't, that are just like randoms.
Randoms?
Yeah, because we're playing the AFC East and, what's the other one? I don't know. I'd have to look at the schedule. But we're not playing the NFC
so random
East.
they're playing like...
Yeah, because I was hoping they were playing the Giants. We're playing the Bills.
Oh.
Yeah, we're not playing the Giants, though. We're not playing the Giants, Eagles, or Redskins. We're just playing the Cowboys.
Just once, though.
Just once.
It's over.
And that we lost.
Jesus.
It's good. I mean, it goes back to all those text messages I got from you when the Niners hired Chip Kelly that simply just were laughing.
Just the word ha 1,000 times, like the Joker.
Yeah. And then you stopped, and then I saw the bubbles, and then more ha's.
And then more ha's, yeah. He's terrible. Chip Kelly's a terrible, terrible coach.
How long was he in Philly? 3 years?
3 years.
2 years you went 10-6, though.
2 years he had a team that was
McCoy.
In place.
Yeah.
Then they gave him the team personnel. He also has no idea how to do that.
Do you think he's just like a crazy teenager with keys where they're like, you've driven the car well, here you go, and he just slams it into a tree?
Yeah, he's like, oh, now they trust me. So
I'm going to drink and drive.
Let me see if I can pop a wheelie in a car.
I'm going to go side wheels, 2 wheels touching, that's it. Yeah, it's bad.
If you hit a ramp on just one half of the car, you could probably ride side wheels for about a mile.
That's what Chip's doing with the entire 49ers offense.
He's trying to ride side wheel?
I think this is pretty cool. What if we just always run the flea flicker? We should just always run. It's really like
Statue of Liberty play. He says all the plays you would call when you played pickup football.
The annexation of Puerto Rico from the Little Giants. But they really, it's funny is for a guy that's touted so like about his offense and how genius it is and how it tires out defenses and how it worked at Oregon. He gets to the NFL and you're like, oh, so you do 2 runs up the middle, then a short little screen to the side, and then we punt.
It tires out your own defense because they're constantly on the field if you go 3 and out.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah, that really is all it is. And I'm watching it now, and
it happens over, and this guy's...
It's like I really feel like a family member started dating like an ex of a friend. Like Chip Kelly is your ex, and you're like, she's crazy. I just want you to know that. I'm like, she'll be fine. My cousin's a good dude. He's a doctor. He's got a lot of time on his hands, and now he's like starting to do coke on a Wednesday. I'm like, hey, you all right?
What's up? Yeah. Dude, Chip Kelly look at his dopey face.
Oh, my God.
Bring up a picture of Chip Kelly. I mean, he looks baffled.
Everyone since Jim, even including Jim Harbaugh, most NFL coaches all look like girlfriends' dads. But he looks like a fun girlfriend's dad. He looks like
No, he's a great guy to watch football with.
Yeah.
When you come out from like plowing his daughter upstairs.
And he's like, hey, get out here. The Chiefs are playing the Steelers. So
that's cool.
You go, hey, Chip, how you doing? Don't call me Mr. Kelly. Call me Chip.
And you still have his daughter's stink on your mushroom.
I'm a man. He looks more like he owns a pool that he lets every kid in the neighborhood swim, and then when you turn like 15, you find out a bunch of them were molested.
Yeah, you find out he's been staring at him change.
Yeah, or he
has a small pinhole camera in the dressing room.
And he goes, skinny dipping's cool here at the Kelly house. Why don't you guys take your bathing suits off?
He really does look like a guy who's like has to explain that he was actually a really good guy. He just lost his way a little bit. Guys, I don't know what happened back there. Those teenage girls came around, and I gotta understand that Deb and I were going through a real lot of stuff right back then, and then a couple of them. Teenage girls are not looking teenage anymore. I mean, in reality, I know that as a father of a 14-year-old.
Yeah, Isabella turned 14.
Yeah, yesterday.
What'd you guys do for the birthday?
We went to the Norwood Club. My friend Michelle took us to the Norwood Club.
What is that? That sounds like a yachting
private, like...
The Norwood Club.
Yeah, it is.
It sounds like you would say it with that voice.
Yes. Wait.
Are you guys going to the Norwood Club?
Not even. They would just call it the Norwood.
There?
They would just call it the Norwood.
Was my ex there with Scott Baio's cousin? Are you Jay?
She was there with actually Willie Ames.
With Willie Ames. He's like, he's Bible man, but we're trying to actually have him invest in a new company. Is that Jason Okerson from the Bonfire?
Gentlemen. There it is.
The Norwood.
Yeah, it's like
simple. Elegant.
It's a fancy schman's place.
Here at the Norwood, we provide only the finest meals, made from poor people. Meat churned out from third world people. And only the finest sausages.
Look at the what do you call those hats? The bolos?
Yeah. In our basement, a mandingo pit. We have poor men fight to the death.
Oh, man, that would be great.
How cool would that be if Michelle took you to a Lionheart-like tournament?
Underground fighting? Oh, that'd be so great.
If Michelle kind of knew about that.
She's not familiar with things like that. We went there just for a drink, and Isabel had a nice Virgin Shirley Temple. I'm so coffee today.
Is there a alcoholic Shirley Temple?
No.
Okay.
There isn't, is there? Right. No, Shirley Temple isn't.
Unless you just have a raging problem and you make a Shirley Temple, just dump vodka in it.
Yeah, he goes, I'll have a Shirley Temple, double.
They go, sir, that's not a thing.
What?
You go, why don't you grab some of that vodka you clean the silverware with and just dump about a fistful into a Shirley Temple? I really don't.
That turpentine that you use to peel the paint.
Hey, what do you got that really knocks off the paint on the walls in here? Why don't you put that in?
Throw it in my Shirley Temple.
All right, there's a 20. There's a twomp.
We went here. To the Norwood.
Okay.
As you can see these pictures. And then we went over to the old Homestead Steakhouse.
Oh, shit.
Had a nice dinner over there.
What a great dinner. I mean, that's a great birthday dinner.
Yeah. Isabella got her. That's where we sat at the Norwood, at the outside area, and had a couple drinks. And then we went to the old Homestead, had a lovely meal.
What a wonder! I mean, it sounds like Isabella's celebrating her 47th birthday.
She got
her
such
14th. She's like, I went to the Norwood and I had one cocktail, a very sensible cocktail.
Michelle got her such she loves the she-ness of stuff. Like
who
Isabella does.
Yeah.
So Christine got her a Fitbit. She wanted that.
That's awesome.
Michelle got her was it Henry Bendel? Jewelry box, which is some fancy schmance, girls would care about that.
Henry Bendel just sounds like a guy that died in a car accident in high school.
Yeah.
Do you remember Henry Bendel?
Everyone remembers Henry, dude. He's a pretty good guy.
We got the day off school to go to his funeral.
That's a great American Dad thing where they keep talking about a kid who died.
Yeah.
He goes, are you talking about Jacob? Because I've been hearing a lot of adults talk about him. I think that's pretty cool.
That is a she. So she got a nice jewelry box.
Michelle got her an ornament, a really fancy ornament for a Christmas tree.
Yeah. That's coming.
There's the box. I got her cold hard cashola.
Did you give it to her in a manila envelope like a mafia wedding?
Yes.
That is
No, I gave it to her in a lovely card.
Okay.
Carla got her the Mango Jordans that I have. Those orange Jordans. She wanted a pair of those. And then we went home, back to my house.
Yeah.
And in front of my house,
which is, by the way, you're chock full of crazy people on your street. You're by a police precinct, and you would think that would deter them.
You'd think.
But it almost is like a moths to light. Like they just slam into the green light of the police station house.
Well, I'll tell you a nice batch of crazy.
Yeah.
That we saw. Forget even the Christine's already laughing. Forget even the birthday night, which got weird. The night before that, me, Fenoya, and Christine. Yeah, me, Christina, Fenoya.
Yeah.
Are just sitting on our front step smoking a cigarette, and a lady walks by, making noises. She's crazy looking.
What kind of noises are we talking?
She's
like grunting?
Yeah.
Guttural?
Yeah. She's holding a scarf. She has a scarf bunched up.
Okay.
Like a knit scarf.
Yeah.
And she's holding it over her, left side of her face.
Like she got hit.
Almost.
Okay.
She walks by, unprompted, looks at us, and she goes, "There's a laser hitting me in the face from a plane above." And we were like, okay. She goes, "I'm going to the police station now. I have an open case." We're
case?
What? And then she goes, and then I go, I'm just trying to engage it for a couple of seconds. I go, "Does the scarf stop the laser?" She goes, no, it still gets through. And then just kept going, and I was like, that's officially the craziest thing I've ever seen somebody say in New York.
Well, here's the thing about New York.
It's almost classic crazy, too.
That's what I was going to say.
Something's being beamed down.
It falls into the wearing tinfoil on your head kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of, because a lot of New York crazy is just anger and like drug addiction. So they're like, fuck you, give me money. It's all currency based. It's very capitalistic most of the time.
Sure.
But that's pure crazy. That's just
bonkers nuts. And I'm like, when she gets in the police station.
Yeah, she's going to go in the police station. She's going to be like, an open laser. And they're like, get out of here, you crazy woman. There's going to be one detective go, what did you say? Laser from space? I'll take the case. You were let
smoke.
Rheingold, you were let go 3 years ago. I've been waiting for this case. The laser, it comes from a plane, you say. Does the scarf not help? He's just guessing all the crazy stuff.
Is the scarf? Are you trying the knit scarf?
Did you try the scarf in front of your face? You thought it was going to work, but it didn't it? Didn't it? Not a didn't it? So what happened? She just walked away and that's it?
She kept going. Christine was batting around the idea of making her a nice tinfoil hat and offering it to her.
Or you know what you should have done is you should have made her like a helmet, a shield.
Or like aluminum foil sunglasses.
Yeah, you go, hey, they live shit.
I don't know if he'll walk by again, but I'm pretty sure I just saw Lou's evil twin Stu in the hallways. No, he went that way.
Not all bald schlubs look alike.
Lou, don't call yourself a schlub.
Yeah,
No,
you're not a schlub.
I'm calling him one.
No, he's coming back this way.
Is he?
Nice, God.
He's gone?
He's Terminator Lou.
Was there
He's
ever?
what the company. He's the machine that the company built to replace Lou. Humans are becoming too send out the androids.
It's the Lou 2000.
He was looking for him, Lou 2.0.
Are you Lewitsky?
I'm looking for Lou. You can only tell because I'm like, who's your favorite band? He's like, Temple of the Dog. And you go, that's not right. Lou's real favorite band's Pearl Jam. You can't just go around doing radio shows. Why? Because you can't.
Hasta la vista.
That's how I want to kill Lou, is lower him into lava with the thumbs up. when the radio show ends.
As he's lowering down to the he-bear, hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, home.
Famous last words.
Bubbling down. Yeah. Bye, Lou. It's just me. It's me with my hurt shoulder, and you're standing next to me, and I hit the button. I'm Sarah Connor. You're John Connor. Bye, Lou.
Mom, man.
Jay's gonna sing you down. I don't want to watch.
It's okay, guys.
Yeah.
Everything's jam-tastic.
That would be awesome if they replaced all of us with machines.
Just machine us.
Machines.
Machine. So anyway, after Isabel's birthday...
Yeah, so now you go back to your block of crazy.
Back to our block, and there's like 3 dudes...
80s bad with like leather vests and like mohawks?
No, not a gang at all. Just like 3, like maybe like college kids, early 20s.
Yeah.
Just kind of looming out front of our house.
White dudes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, one wasn't.
Here's what's weird, man. I get nervous about black teenagers, and I get nervous about white dudes in their early 20s.
Yeah.
With that bro confidence. Because all teenagers, but like you see like a pack of like 7 black teenagers that are like 17 and I'm walking through, I'm like, no, they're going to talk shit. I just know what's going to happen. White dudes in their early 20s, a pack of them, you just know they're going to be like, what's up, bro? They're going to like try to alpha you.
Yeah.
Like, I'm a real man. I'm a man now.
What's up, bro?
I couldn't even grow a 5 o'clock shadow, bro. My dad only pays for my cell phone when I ask him to. Because I'm a fucking man, bro.
Bro, I have a job.
Bro. Like young professionals, it's probably from waiting tables on them. I get more nervous. A group of them more than anybody.
Yeah, these weren't young professionals.
But those kind of assholes. You know what I'm talking about?
Sure. These were like college dildos.
Okay.
And they're on their phones. It looks like they're like drunk and looks like they're trying to like figure out like what they're going to do. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Their phone calls really are going like... Isabel can do a better impression of it because she was sort of paying attention. Where it's like, bro, what are you getting tonight? What? Wow, man, what? You know, just that kind of shit. Bro, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
So... Me and Carla sit on my step. Christine, by the way, misses this whole thing. She goes to buy cigarettes around the corner. Happens very fast. Isabella and Michelle's friend... Michelle's not there either.
Okay.
Michelle's friend, daughter, Olivia, they sit in front of the store next to my stoop.
Yeah.
They sit on like just the concrete over there. One of the dudes, like, you know, he gets off the phone. He's like slamming his jacket on the ground. He's all like, and he's kind of close to them. Then he sits next to Isabella. But again, like, not almost like in sitting next to her, like, try to talk to these chicks at first. You know what I mean?
What kind of jacket? Was it a jean jacket?
A jean jacket.
I called it!
You did call it.
I felt it in my head.
A fucking jean jacket.
I felt like I could hear the buttons hitting the thing where he goes, "Damn, there's not even a shot special tonight! Fuck that, bro!"
Yelled out fuck really loud.
Fuck, bro! I just found out that Tammy is definitely going to that party in Brooklyn, and I want her to go to shots over at McGunty's.
So, but if it makes sense, he sits down, but I'm like, what am I going to do? No. But like, what am I going to do here? I'm just kind of like, just keeping an eye on it.
Yeah. Stay away from my baby.
Dude, so I'm like, just kind of keeping an eye on it to see, like, you know, what he's doing. He didn't really sit next to him, seem like to talk to him, but it is like a situation where it's very weird to sit so close to somebody. So, then he stands up and curses again a few times, and then just goes in for it and just like leans, like kind of looms over Isabella. And he's like, "What are you guys doing tonight?" And I went over and like fucking like threw this guy like into like a car over bags of garbage and shit. And he got up, he's like, "What the fuck, bro? What the fuck?" And then I did it again.
Yeah.
And then he got up.
Did you say anything?
No, I should have. No, okay. I mean,
because I guess to him he's just getting mauled. He's like, "I don't know what I did."
I was like, he has no idea what he did.
Yeah.
And I did eventually say it's my daughter and she's 14. But then he got up again and he's like, "What's up, bro?" And then I did it again.
Oh, yeah.
And I kept throwing it, and I was like, I'm smoking a cigarette while this is happening, by the way, too.
Pretty badass.
And I go, yeah. And then his friend, so he had two friends with him. One, the first shove like that, when he saw his friend get shoved and fall into the car,
yeah,
he literally just ran away. Like, he took off. He hauled ass, which is hilarious.
So great. That's so great because that really shows you just exactly who a person is when some shit like that goes down. Because, like, I can tell you what all my friends would do. Like, Lewis would just jump into it. Mm-hmm. You just have some friends that would be like, try to diplomat their way out of it. I'd probably, like, knowing myself, I'd probably be like, what the fuck? I would watch to see what the situation is before just trying to throw a haymaker to the side of someone's head.
Unless you see somebody, like, double teaming a buddy or something like that.
You're kind of like, what did he do? You're trying to analyze this. The fact that it happened, he's like, yeah! And just ran down.
Sped off. Actually ran off down the block and called him a cab. Like, stopped a cab for him to leave, I guess.
Okay.
But, and then the dude starts, like, he just kind of goes, like, a couple feet away from me. His friend, the other friend, never stopped rolling a cigarette.
That's so funny.
And he goes, "I'm really sorry, man." He goes, "He's just, like, he's out of control, man. He's, like, drunk and out of control." I go, "Okay, well, get him the fuck out of here."
Yeah.
And then the guy called him over to the cab, and they left. As they were leaving, the guy walks by me, the other kid walks by me, and he goes, "Please don't hit me again."
Please don't. Please don't.
So he goes, "Please don't hit me again.
The car is so hard, and you throw me against it, and I'm sorry." I mean, he basically hit on a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah, and I'm like, and Olivia's 18, but still, I was like, he loomed over both of them, but he actually loomed right over Isabella.
Yeah.
You're
just being Papa Bear.
Yeah, it was definitely dumb. It was, but like, I don't know.
What Livy said when he walked up.
Oh yeah, he was like, when he said, he's like, "What are you guys doing tonight?" And she was like, "Not hanging out with you," like.
Yeah.
It was like
she hit him with some.
With you.
She hit him with some LA sass.
Yeah, it was definitely aggressive. I mean, the guy was definitely aggressive. I mean, it was weird.
It's just funny because it puts him in that situation where you.
I mean, as you see Isabella's face of like not knowing what to do, and that she's like kind of like, "What?"
Yeah. And he just got slammed into a car. I'm trying to think of it from him like being hammered, and he's like, "There's just two girls supposed to hang out with just canceled on me, so I slammed a jean jacket." Hey, what are you pretty girls doing? Car.
Yeah, I mean,
car, garbage, car.
I mean, like on the ground, like every time.
That's great.
Like in the wet. The wet side of the road shit and everything.
It's got to be the same as when you fall down drunk, which is almost the same feeling where you just fall down. You're like, how am I on the ground now?
What? Is that the sky?
Sky is gravity. Gravity just get turned up a lot. And now I'm getting slammed again into a car.
Why is air so heavy? Am I on the ground?
That's why I asked if you said anything, because if you'd have been like, "Hey, they're teenagers," he probably would have been like trying to process it as he's getting slammed into the car.
I said something for sure.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Michelle And Michelle thinks it's awesome that happened in front of her daughter, and she has like a real like she was. It's good for a man to like flex his muscles sometimes and like be a man. I'm like, what?
What are you talking about? I
And then,
my daughter saw a real man.
Yeah, but
A man
I don't
dominate another man.
One of my questions for the world is, and she'll never answer this question honestly herself, but I'm like, now in Isabella's world, was that fucking awesome?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Or
Because what it is,
or she is kind of like, oh, my dumb dad.
No. She's gonna lead with my dumb dad. She's gonna lead with like, oh, Dad, stop. But in her head, she's like, dude, my dad just beat the shit out of that dude.
Yeah,
like, my dad just tossed a kid around. Like she watched a guy.
An element of that probably makes her feel like safe, which is what you want your kids to feel with you, is safe.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, you took care of a bad guy.
Yeah,
like,
I did.
Dad,
regulators.
Dad,
mount up.
Dad, help!
Car. Regulators. That was the night.
Oh man, that's
Oh, by the way, if you're wondering what I got her, a nice little fan of cash.
Yeah, it made her look like she just won a fucking poker table.
Yeah, that'll teach her.
Golden bracelet.
And granted, look, Isabella, you know,
does she look up to Olivia?
Look up to her. I mean,
like just
sure.
like because I remember when you're
Livy's cool.
yeah, because when you're 14 and you're hanging out with an 18-year-old, you're like, oh, you're. I mean,
And Livy's
the
a good-
difference
and
between 14 and 18 might as well be a decade.
Yeah, and Livy's a good kid, and she like just came back from like she was in an SNL sketch yesterday, and like
That's awesome.
digital short. So it's like she definitely digs like her life. But they're really like, yeah, she's a great kid too. She really is. Like Olivia's not like a like, you know.
Yeah, I just remember
Boozer.
being like 14 years old, and when you're around like teenagers, like but 17, 18, 19, you're like, I mean, you guys probably pay taxes even if you're 17. I assume you drink
How it looks
black
to you, for
coffee every
sure.
morning.
If she wasn't like a family friend, it'd probably. I don't really think that they would want Isabella hanging out with 18-year-olds.
Yeah,
You know.
But
Well, yeah.
Isabella, but I mean,
when you're
Isabella-
14, you're hanging out with 18-year-olds. You're either around family friends or you're a bad kid.
Yeah.
You're just a kid who you're like, fuck 14-year-olds.
Isabella like doesn't look 14.
Yeah,
I mean, if I have to look at it objectively, to me, she has braces.
she looks 14. She
She's
still
a
looks
kid's
14.
face, but she's 5'11".
She's very tall.
Yeah.
But she looks, when you look at Isabella, you're like, you are, you're like 14.
But she's got like, you know,
There was a girl I went
she has
to.
boobs now.
There was a girl I went to.
Boobs.
Bubs, that's her, yeah.
Little boobs.
Little bubs. There was a girl I went to high school with that when we were like, she was a year ahead of me. I was a freshman, she was a sophomore. She was straight up a woman. Her name was Bryn, and she was like, she's the hottest. I befriended her on Facebook recently. I'm like, you're still hot. But when I was 14 and she was 15, she
I
was.
just because I want to pay attention to everything you're saying, but
Yeah.
I'm having a hard time getting past befriended.
What? Oh.
I think
What-
just friended her on Facebook.
I befriended?
Befriended is kind of like when you like, you know, when you go be nice to the local retarded kid or
I
something.
I befriended the
I
simple
befriended the local simple boy.
the simple boy down at the store.
I built him a wagon.
Yeah. Also, he doesn't like loud noises, so I got him these earplugs so he doesn't freak out when he's at work.
Do not touch his face,
Yeah.
or he
He'll
will
slam
bite you in the nose.
He's going to slam me against the car 3 times like he just hit on his 14-year-old daughter. He's just going to maul you like a
I
goddamn-
wonder what the story is in those kids' lives the rest of the night. But go ahead, tell your thing.
Oh, they probably went home and like, dude, fucking Topher was off his ass, slammed his jean jacket, and you know that's a $700 jean jacket that his dad bought on last birthday. And then like these girls were there, and he like talked to her, and like I think the girl's like half bear because a bear came out and just slammed him against the car. Yeah, no, they were.
Next thing we know, Topher's head's in the gutter.
And he's all like, I didn't do nothing. And then, you know, like, I did some kung fu. The kid that ran is telling the story. And then, so I was like, hey, let him go. Get your hands off
He goes,
him.
I kicked this guy square in the throat, and he didn't move. He must be part machine.
I don't know what he is. He might be Terminator, but I got out of there pretty quick because there was like this really sexy girl, and she was like, you should leave. The cops are coming. And I was like, I'll be back later, baby. But Bryn used to date like at 15. This is This is only in the 90s.
Yeah.
She would date like 20-year-old dudes.
Yeah.
You did that? Oh, let's go back to Crack Corner with Christine. When you were 15?
My boyfriend's 20.
Wow. I always think that's so weird from the 20-year-old's
They
perspective.
were a couple. For Christine's view of relationships.
Listen, it's probably the same as mine.
When we were together for a year, she was like, "This is crazy."
I get that.
Because her relationship, she says that my boyfriend when I was 15 was a 20-year-old lured her in to plow, and that's what happened.
It made it sound like a farming thing you just did.
Yeah, but that's what happened. You weren't. How was your boy? You were together for 5 days.
It was very short-lived, but he was the first, he was the guy I lost my virginity to, and I met him when I was 15. He was 20. It was weird.
I know, but how long were you together? I mean, you were together for days.
It was 2 months, but 4 months of back and forth until we were officially together.
But it was also...
Then he took my virginity, didn't talk to me for 3 weeks, and dumped me.
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. It's
what
like...
an awful... dueling Christines.
Did I date him again when I was 20 secretly? Yes, I did.
How old? So he was 25.
Secretly, she's trying to keep it out of the press.
Yeah, they're like, Christine, are you back with a 20-year-old? She's like, he's 25 and I haven't seen him under the bridge. We can't be doing this. I imagine him coming out of the shadows. I always say I imagine. I apologize to the campers. I'm trying to cut doing that. Whenever I have a thing in my head, I'm like, I imagine, and it makes me sound like I'm back in your old Odyssey of the Mind group.
You can imagine all you... Yeah, she says
I imagine.
She secretly dated him when she was 20. Then...
Under the train tracks?
When me and her...
Lover, meet me under the tracks, lover. I must have you in my arms again. I know I wilted your flower.
I love you, my darling. I love you, my darling.
I love you, my darling, but it's California beach town, so they're like, you are like a wave that hits the beach.
When can we go public?
Can you jerk me off to Pawn Shop by Sublime?
They secretly dated. By the way, also when me and her first started dating, he sent her he just
a feeler text.
Some girl dumped him, so then he went back to fucking Old Faithful.
Are you go back through the hits where you're like, are any of these salvageable? It's like you're dusting off stuff like an old record.
Christine's always ready to spread it.
I don't know. I had her at 15, 20. Let's see what's going on in the later 20s. He's just trying to find your vintage.
And yeah, he threw her a nice I made a huge mistake.
Do you have the letter?
I don't.
Oh, yes, you
I don't know. It was a Facebook message, and I deleted it.
Why?
Did you really?
Yeah, I wish I had it.
I want to read it in surfer voice.
It was like true love.
How do I talk about thee?
Yeah, it just sounds like Bill and Ted. I am William S. and I am Theodore.
Theodore Logan.
I want to. Yeah. God, I wish you had that.
It's definitely gone.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is when people come back. I feel like that happens in everyone's lives where everyone, and I've been guilty of it, going back to an ex-girlfriend and be like, I tried getting a hold of Annie and she was like, no. When Danny and I broke up, after 2 months and I was sad and alone, I reached out to Annie. I'm like, how you been? And she was like, no,
I smell this.
We're not going to do that. And I was like, okay. Bye.
2 ways we're know how you're doing.
I felt like Jim Carrey in Cable Guy, where he's trying to get him outside in the nightmare. He goes, all right, I'm leaving. See ya. Bye. I was just doing that. Everyone goes back. Have you ever gone back to what's her name? You have long ass relationships, though, man. You've always had long relationships. Ever since you were a teenager, it's always 3 to 6 years.
Long. Have I ever
gone
back? I'm trying to think.
2 years is the longest I've been in a relationship.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of a...
Is that him? Oh, yeah. He looks like he fucks 15-year-olds.
Bald. Oh, jeepers.
Okay. Yeah. He's not a bad-looking guy.
No, not there. Goes back and forth.
Okay. All right. I mean... He looks like
young Larry the Cable Guy.
Yeah, he looks like he has sawdust on his jeans constantly.
What is jeans?
Oh, what a great name too, Ray.
His name's Arthur.
But he goes by Ray. When did he change it?
Forever.
Oh, okay.
Are you going to write to him to send you the?
No,
letter?
I was going to see if it would pop up, but it won't. I deleted it.
Oh, damn!
For sure.
Yeah.
Oh,
sucks.
Your body is like the wax on my surfboard. Now I must
think about you so hard.
I think about it every time the sun kisses the ocean. I look out and I go, I hope Christine is watching the sun totally tongue kiss this ocean.
Now, I was out there in some pretty heavy chop, and all I could think about was coming home to you.
You are like a dead vein that I shoot heroin into and realize it's opened up again. Sometimes dead veins can come back.
You've buried our love like a kegger in the sand.
And I will try to tap that keg. But
one more time,
because this keg ain't dead.
I'm gonna tap that keg one more again.
So get your red cup and get ready to get filled, because Big Ray Ray is coming back from the beach.
I'm gonna fill your solo cup with some heavy meat.
I just want you to know that I got my best Massimo shirt on, and I'm heading right towards you.
I'm gonna have you take down my board shorts, untie the fronts.
And I'm going to be wearing no skivvies, and we can just get right after it, just like we did when you were a child and I was a man. Hey, remember that time I committed a federal sexual assault crime on you because I was 20 and you were 15? Hey, remember that time I stat raped you?
That was pretty dope.
That was like super 90s.
Remember when I stat rod you?
When I stat raid you in the back of that carpeted van during the second Clinton administration? I could never get away with that now. Also, hashtag, I'm with her.
The thing is the perspective is so great because Christine was like, he's so cool. He's letting a bunch of 15-year-olds have parties at his house.
What a scumbag.
Oh, yeah.
That's such a... Come on. That's scummy. That's like the way I look back at this girl Laura's house in 7th grade. Her mom had a townhouse, like next to the Circle K, where we would have adults buy us cigarettes. And she would let us have parties. Her mom would let us have parties in this basement. I mean, her mom was straight up a hooker, now that I look back. Because I was like, is your mom... She's like, my mom's a masseuse therapist. But she just take these guys upstairs to the bedroom, and then they just leave. And she was letting all these 13-year-old kids smoke weed and cigarettes in her basement. And then you realize, you're like, oh, what a piece of shit that woman was.
Oh, yeah, you have to go... Well, Christine's always thinking, she goes like... Because he played like... she was like, I like this guy. And he was like... I don't know. It's because you know you're like.
I'm sorry, that really made me spit take. I am so sorry.
He's like, I don't know. I mean, like, you're 15 and I'm 20. It's not right.
I just really feel like you need a good grasp of the SATs or at least the ACTs before I can pound this putt.
Do you know how dumb 15 is, too, to give you any view? Christine goes... He told me I was sexy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, at 15, I thought I still had a legitimate chance to play in the National Football League.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no way.
He told you were
15-year-olds are dumb.
15-year-old
He was the first guy to ever tell me I was sexy.
You were 15.
Yeah.
You weren't sexy.
I
was
cute.
not at all.
No.
Like, he was a fat guy, so I felt super pretty.
He was the first guy that goes, he was the first man. Every time I was pretty, he goes, wow, you toiled for your first 14 years not being told you were sexy.
Why won't anyone tell you're 8 years old? Someday a man's going to call me sexy.
I don't ever call me sexy.
I don't like women. I want to be called sexy.
I want to feel sexy too.
Poop comes out my bum bum. I want to be called sexy.
Hey, sweet child, you know you're so sexy.
I don't know.
It's just
That's what she goes, I like you. I don't know. It's just like we're so far apart in age.
But I feel like our sexuality is so close. Like, you know how they say that no two humans actually ever touch because of molecular walls? I want to be the first person that touches you.
I don't know if you know this, but I got a room full of 15-year-olds down there.
And you're the one that I pick.
You're the one that I pick.
Because you're the most adult.
You are so mature.
How
many times did he tell you were mature?
No, like, not really.
Oh, really?
Christine, I mean, I want to see what the statute of limitation is. We can take everything in that man's workshop.
Oh, he'd be the last person I'd get arrested. There's so many guys I get arrested before him.
Oh, man. Can we go through your hit list and just take them out with Jay's bear strength and my cunning ability?
The drug dealer?
Yeah. There's a drug dealer? Oh, yeah. There's the skinhead.
Skinhead Beach?
Yeah, they were like 26.
Jesus. Anything where I'm like, how old? Yeah, but that goes back to that girl that I befriended on Facebook. Is I'm amazed she was dating dudes, like men, that would like come to high school to pick her up, and you're like, you just don't have any. But I will say, she was smoking hot.
I was 17, 14 with Cheryl.
17, 14 is different than 20.
It is, but in hindsight now, like how young Isabella, I'd be super upset if she was taking a 17-year-old.
Yeah, okay, that brings us all back to that.
So I fully
you'd be furious if she was like, Dad, I met a 17-year-old?
Yeah, I wouldn't be okay with that.
Would you bear him into a car?
Guy's probably going to go into a car.
He was doing a Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Oh, and I've always had a very perverse mind.
Yeah. I've always been.
I just think you're very mature.
I think you're very mature, so I kind of like to see your dumper out. Yeah. I mean,
I like the Christine stories are always like those kind of like. Just beach dildos is so great.
A blanket on the sand being like, no, really, when I kiss you, I feel like we're connected.
All right, first of all, white power. Second of all, wrap your lips around my donger.
I just want to say this real quick. Christine. Yeah. First things first. You're 15, I'm 20. So, how good at secrets are you? I'm going to tell you something. You can't tell anybody. I'm 20. I think you're sexy. I think you're sexy, but please, the American government doesn't look at this as real love.
I'm telling you, dude, it's fucking. It sounds like she grew up like in the grouping of like the movie Kids.
Yeah,
because she got things like this in her life. Where
she has
like,
Casper coming after her. Butterscotch. No, that's not Casper.
But she'd bang a guy, and then that guy would be like, all right, do me a favor, don't tell Nicole that we had sex, because I'm also. And you're just like, what are you incestuous? Like everyone fucked everybody.
You lived in the OC. That's what you get. Beach life. Everyone's banging. It's all a drama. Up in the high plains.
Did you fuck Kyle last night?
Up in the high plains, we have settlers' rules. That woman is taken. That is his warmth for the winter.
If my brother shall die, I will take his woman as my own.
I shall step in and become the father to his son, and also tend his land, because those are Colorado rules. We have high plains law. Oh, my brother's wife has died. I must move to his farm. I just sent you a letter. Yeah, what happened to the bonfire? Sutter had to leave.
Sutter had to take care of
his friend's wife died, and that's like the rules to keep the family together. Pioneer rules. Jay, I have to leave the show.
I work on a cabbage farm now.
Why, dude? You were the radio show stand up. I mean, you were on Billions. What was going on? Well, my friend Mike's wife died, and I just had to go move in. So his son is now mine. We all make a pact to stop the red man from attacking.
I will raise a son to run the general store.
I will build a fort to stop out outside intruders. Fort like 15, 20. Like I said, though, that girl Bryn that I went to high school with, I look pictures of her now on Facebook, and I remember what she looked like.
She was babooming.
I mean, great, like Kate Upton shit. Like crazy hot. We were like, yeah, dude, get it. And none of us thought it was weird. None of us were like, we were all jealous of the older guy. We're like, man, he's so cool. He's got a car. He comes and picks it up. And now I'm at 33. I'm like, what a fucking weirdo.
It's so weird seeing like a 15-year-old girl get into a Mustang 5.0.
After she's just learning pre-algebra.
Well, like the fucking shitty, like, you know.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
like
the one with the
music.
flat back.
Yeah, the music of the time.
Yeah.
Like, and I miss you.
It was Everclear. Father of mine.
No. This was everyone was just going for straight rap at that point.
97, 98, yeah.
For you.
Yeah, 98.
Yeah, for me, we're going like 92.
Yeah.
Something like that. 92,
Golden
93.
age, right, where hip-hop's really taken off.
Oh, yeah. Wu-Tang's playing.
Get in the car. I picked up a girl like
that. A trapper keeper. Get in the car.
I picked up a 15-year-old girl when I was 17 at her high school at Rangeview, and I was listening to Rage Against the Machine, and I thought I was awesome.
Oh, dude.
I was in the Honda car.
When I picked up Cheryl from school,
I never banged that girl. That girl always led me along.
When I picked up Cheryl from school, I would hope the teachers would be like, you got to turn that music down, and I'd be like...
And then I'd be like, fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Yeah.
Hey, Genie, get in the Honda. We're going to go dry hump. Hard dry humping. And I'm going to come in my pants and apologize.
Cheryl, get my mom's Honda Civic LX.
Uh-oh. You hear that? That's a Zach and the boys about to cook up some heavy...
Yo, Teach.
Political-minded rock.
Teach, why don't you mind your business?
Yeah, this is just young love. Get the fuck out of the way. This is a Honda Accord hatchback. You'll go right over the hood. Like that.
I'll throw you right over that goddamn hood. You think I won't do it?
No, wait till you see me later in life. I'm rolling up on 13-year-old Indian girls. That girl did such a good job. I was 16, turned 17, and she was 15, and she was just one of those things that perfect job of leading me along. Honestly, from the time I was 16 until I was 21, just always had the ability to be like, I like you now. And I'm like, you really do? I don't know, I'm busy. And then I'm like, okay, but
so we're a couple.
Am I back now? And then she had a baby, and you're like, bye.
She had a baby?
Yeah, right when she had a baby, you're like, well, and no, like 4 years ago, or 3 years ago. And so you're kind of like, well, that does that.
Perfect.
And then she tried Snapchat. I think she got into a fight with like the baby's daddy. She tried Snapchatting me, and she's like, "Hey, stupid! How you know how they always like try to talk shit?" Because I was a teenager with no self-esteem.
Yeah.
So when a girl did that, I'm like, "Shut up!" But she's funny because she calls me dumb. And she was like, she sent me a Snapchat like, "Hey, stupid! I see your face everywhere." And I was like, and then I was kind of mad about it when I got it. Like, "Oh, fuck you!" And so I just I texted back like, "You have such a beautiful family. You have such a and then she stopped, just unfollowed me on everything because I called her out. I'm like, "Don't you have a kid?"
When you were a kid, you gave her
everything. I took her to homecoming. And she had a boyfriend.
Dude,
I asked her to homecoming. She said yes. A month later, she goes, "I'm dating somebody now," and you're like, "What?"
Oh, dude, I was such a fucking like high school lame-o. Like I think I told you before, I took a picture with another guy's girlfriend.
Yes.
At one of the dances.
Yeah, I mean,
laminated. Picture got laminated that night.
Oh God.
I just took a picture with her, and she's kind of like, "Okay."
Oh yeah, yeah. That was the best one.
He goes, "Hey, Deanna, go take a picture with the Mongoloid kid. Thank you for the power for the picture.
You smell like a real woman." Can I hug you and get it on me? Can I have a locket of your hair? I need to go back to my dwelling.
Oh, dude, I was the
when I
worst
took
in
that
high
girl.
school. I still don't have any self-esteem, but I had way worse in high school.
I had 0 to none. And when I took that girl to homecoming, it was like she was doing me a favor. Like the entire time. She's like, "All right, picture, done, cool." Like a meet and greet with a celebrity. "Okay, picture, yeah, hey, nice to meet you. Thanks for listening to the album."
She autographs your forehead.
She goes, "On my tit." "Okay, cool." "Oh, perfect. Perfect, Lou. Perfect." Oh, Jay, was that you? Good pick. Oh, God damn it.
You said the words, you go, "I was such a loser with no self-esteem." I go, "Oh, wait, oh, yeah."
Look in the score. She would call my phone. She would call my house and be like, "I just want to talk." And I'd be like, "Yeah, I'll talk." Oh, dude.
She would talk to you forever?
And about her boyfriend. And I'd be like, "Uh-huh. Well, I just don't
Did you ever do a thing where you just, like, it was a house phone we're talking about, right?
Yep.
Where you, like, lay on the receiver on the bed just because you're, like, trying to, like, watch TV almost while you're listening?
And then I'd fall asleep. Yeah. And then I'd wake up and I'd feel so bad I fell asleep because the phone would be like, and I'd be like, oh. And there's no texting, so I'd be like, all day, like, "I wonder if she's mad." And then this girl just didn't give a shit. So I'd call her and I'd be like, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, "Oh, hey."
You're just therapy.
I'm like, all day in school, like, "I wonder if she's mad." I didn't mean to fall asleep. It's just sometimes my body needs rest for the next day.
She's already over it. She's in her own
she
drama.
She never cared.
She's in her own drama.
Then I found out I made out with her before I went to Alaska, to work in Alaska. So I was 18. Made out with her before I went to Alaska. And she's like, "When you get back, we're going to fuck." And I'm like, up in Alaska, like, "This is it, man. You know, after this summer, I'm probably going to get married. So this is probably going to be, I've been in love with her since I was 16.
Might as well get all that fish cannery puss while I'm here.
Might as well make as much money as I can to start my new family. So I got to work hard."
Oh, I'm hauling off on Eskimo box for the next month because after that, I'm a spoken for man.
I'm going through a parade of Filipino hand jobs because this is going to get real. And then I come back.
What do they call the locals? The
Filipinos.
No,
Inuits.
Inuits.
I believe.
Oh, dude, that was the summer I tore through Inuit puss.
Yeah, I was knee deep in Inuits, in seal, Inuit blubber. But I got back from Alaska, and I'm drinking beers with one of my buddies, Joey, and he's like, "Oh, dude, I never told you this. When you were up in Alaska, I made out with Jeannie." I was like, "What?" It's one of those things where you're just drinking a beer and you're like, "Yeah, dude, fucking hey."
Was it awesome? Or she has thin lips.
When you kissed her, did you hold her face and then fall in love?
He goes,
"No, man, I was just like trying to get a beach in the back of my car," and I'm all, yeah.
Did her eyes twinkle when she said no?
Did it taste like cinnamon mixed with all your hopes and dreams? It's great. It's always great when you're in love with a girl and one of your friends hooks up with her and just treats her like garbage.
That's what happened to Janessa. Everybody I know, I think, like, I don't think she fucked everybody, but everyone would just be like, and then they'd be like, you know, they just shit on her, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, there's
goofy bitch. And you'd be like,
there's not a worse feeling than being utterly in love with a woman and one of your friends just banging her and being like,
she gave such a toothy blowjob. I was like, beat it. Beat it, Gnarls Barkley.
And then the whole time you're like, Did you at least hold her hair?
Yeah, he goes, yeah. He goes, you didn't cover her mouth, did you? Oh, God. Oh, boy.
It's like you're out of breath and you're trying to have sentences. You're like, so you didn't treat her like a woman.
Even though you love her, you're trying to be like, she's cool. Don't you want to take her on an actual date now? Oh, she deserves better than this.
He's probably going to watch her movie. If you met her dad, he's pretty cool.
Meanwhile, she's having a conversation with her friends. She goes, so I sucked Rick's little dick yesterday.
I sucked him off because I was just like, oh, Mama needs some cock.
Shut up already. Can I just swallow some cum?
And then you just hear from the...
I think I like the salt.
And then you just... I think I might just want to do a salt diet. Then from the basement stairs, you can hear her dad. Hey, honey, Dan's on the phone. She's like, oh, God, hold on.
Oh, this dildo.
What?
Hello? Goes,
hey.
Tell me your dreams.
Hey, what did you do today? Are you hungry? I could bring you food. Do you want me to chew it for you and spit it in your mouth?
Did you ever try to find out?
Oh, like, dude, all these feelings, it really is knocking loose some feelings right now. Like, I haven't felt like in this song in the back, that was perfect.
Did you ever know what the girl you like did and then try to get her to tell you, but she's not telling you? Do you know what I mean? Like,
dude, even worse.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That girl that I'm telling you, I was
just saying, like, you know, she sucked off your friend at like the night before, and then like you call her and you go, "What'd you do last night?" She's like, "Just did homework pretty much," and you're like,
I have the ultimate.
You were sucking off TJ.
I have the ultimate one. How I met this girl was at a house party, at my friend's house party. And I was like, this is the prettiest girl I've ever met in my life. And I was like 16 and she was 15 because I turned 17, like right after that. But I met her and I was like, this is the prettiest girl I've ever met in my life. And she came with her friend and they went to a different high school. So you're just like, oh my God, she lives in my town. This is crazy. And they like start talking and then I get her number. And then I find out from my buddy that the night I met her, had a threesome with her and her friend and came from a threesome. And then she never fucked me. She had a threesome with my friend the first night and never. The worst, when I knew it was like evil what she was doing was when I was at University of Arizona and she visited with her mom. Like her and her mom came down there because her mom had a friend. And so we went out. Like, she hung out with me, and she's like, oh, my God. She's like, she did this, which infuriated me. She goes, how have we not had sex yet? That's, like, crazy we haven't had sex. And I'm like, but I thought I was over her, because I was, like, fucking 20. And I was like, yeah. And she said that, and I was like, I don't know. How come we haven't had sex? And she's like, I'm going to sleep over tonight, and we have to, like, just, like, make up for the fact. And I was like, we went to a party at Arizona, and I was like, I remember playing beer pong so confidently, like, man, you know what? Life really does figure its way out, huh? Things are all coming up soda, smoking cigarettes like that. And she's like, yeah, that's like, and then she comes back into the room and I'm like, hey, you want to go back to my place? And she's like, oh, you know what? I talked to my mom. She doesn't want me sleeping over. She because we're visiting, she wants me to sleep at her friend's house. So you should probably take me to my mom's friend's house. And I'm like, yeah, but I thought we like going to sleep over. She goes, yeah, my mom just doesn't want me to, so we got to go over there. I'm like, yeah, but you're like 18. You're 18. You're an adult. You could just tell her, like, I'll drive you over in the morning. It's not a big deal. She's like, no, I'm going to go to my mom's friend's house. And I remember that drive there, and it's all like the end of Usual Suspects, where I'm just seeing it all play out, and I'm like, this motherfucker lied to me again. Best line of the night. Drop her off at her house, and I'm like, all right, well, hey, it was good seeing you, you know, and like, and I try to make out with her, and she's like, I don't know, it's just not right. Like, I'm going to, and then I'm like, okay. And she's like, but next time I see you, like, maybe we can go out to dinner at the Melting Pot, and I'll, like, suck your dick in the booth. And I'm like, I go, stop. Just stop. And she's like, okay. Like, she thought I was joking, and then walked out, and I was like, this bitch. And then she showed up at one of my shows in Denver, and I was like, you just don't stop.
Why are we not fucking tonight?
I mean, that was crazy to me. That's where you're like, oh, you were manipulating me. That's when it all came in. But from the time I was 16 and I met her for 4 years, I was like, I'm in love with this girl. I'm going to marry this. You'll all come back around.
Well, I will say, at very least, Janessa never said she was interested in me in any way at all whatsoever.
Yeah, because you were thinking about Samantha Montavine. Yeah, because you like Samantha Montavine.
Let's take a quick break.
Oh, God, Heartbreak Alley. We've just gone through it thick.
It's so fun.
On a Monday.
It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
It all sounds like video game music. It's the Bonfire, Comedy Central Radio, Sirius XM 95. I'm Dan Soder, that's Big J. Okerson, and our music today is we wanted random EDM to guess the name of the DJ.
But don't you always kind of like, I have to say, in fairness, I always like the sound But how do you pick it out and listen to it? Like, I would never want to listen to it on my own. I wouldn't be like, I'm going to put it on in the house ever.
Or I could never imagine having a certain mood where I'm like, I need robot
fuck noise.
Yeah, it sounds like old Nintendo 64 pause music.
Yeah, this is DJ Snez kid, yeah?
I think this is actually this is a guy with a name. I feel like this is a DJ where it's like Calvin
Harris.
Yeah, I feel like it's Jerome Wetney. DJ Jerome Wetney.
Is it Jerome Wetney?
No, sir, no. It's you want to know?
Yeah.
It's Skrillex.
Oh, I should have guessed that.
Well, I saw him at a festival, and I'm like, where the fuck is the beat? It's like drops and robot shit.
You know what's so funny about that? I did Bumbershoot 4 years ago, and the headliners were Tony Bennett and Skrillex. And I went.
Where's that duets album?
I would love it. San Francisco. Just turn this up. You're in my brain. Robot noises. Fucking me silly. Hi, I'm Tony Bennett. I worked with Lady Gaga. Why can't I work with Skrillex?
Yeah, if you put that on, Christine, for a second. This is Skrillex in a song with Korn that I love.
They love
it.
This is Skrillex with Korn called Get Up. Remix, DJ Lewinsky. Yeah, that's
good too.
Skrillex is very wealthy now.
Yeah, just from going
always sounding like robots out of shape robots. I was running up the hill.
I can't catch my breath.
I was programmed only to walk. We were talking about heartbreak from high school years. Well, it all started.
It was not even heartbreak's even the wrong word. It's just like
called being a bitch.
No, to me, I was so insignificant in the world of like dating and pussy.
I had a friend named Adam.
Was I Adam of the school?
No.
Was I your Adam?
No, Adam was like a ladies' man. When we were in 7th grade, I remember this girl Becky liked him, and I'm like, yeah, because Adam's like, he wears cologne, and he's married now with 2 kids, but when we were teenagers, he was good with women. He was like good with women. He'd be like, look, he'd like make fun of him, and I'd be like, don't be mean to her. Because I was just a big, goofy asshole.
You're like, hey, she's really cool.
With my dumb, deep voice.
We were talking, Christine brought up the girl
that you were kind of sprung on.
Oh, so sprung on.
I mean, do women, Christine, this is my question for women. Do you know when a guy is sprung on you? Like, you have to know, right? That you can just manipulate and bat around.
I've only had it happen like once or twice where I could just tell a guy was really into me that I wasn't.
Yeah.
And it is weird, and it's like you don't want to manipulate, but at the same time, there's a guy that's just being super nice to you.
All the time.
I've like behaved too mannish in my life. Like I've gotten sprung on guys.
Okay.
And like
yeah,
kind of puppy dogged around guys like I don't have a pussy.
I think also when she would find out a guy was sprung on her, she'd be like, sweet dick.
Yeah. Some easy dick. This is just a moment.
No, actually the guy that I'm talking about, like the one that I didn't sleep with him because I was not really into him and he was into me and I didn't sleep with him.
That's always weird. Because I think it does go both ways. I don't think it's primarily like, but I think more often than not, it's the man that sprung on the girl and the girl's like, okay, why don't you just fuck off? Because I think men are a little simpler, just kind of with hot girls.
Yeah. Well, when this chick popped up, she was into me in any way only because when she came to hang out, I mean, everyone was just zip-lining dick in her direction.
Yeah.
I mean, because they just wanted so...
hold on, a hot girl walked in, let me clip in.
I mean, they wanted so bad. Like, everyone. It was like, fucking... And by the way, not to fuck or anything, just like to be up in her shit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, happened to be the guy. I just smelled it all over the situation of being like...
Were you doing comedy at this point?
Just started doing comedy. Like, I met her at the open mic in Philly.
You met her at the Laugh House open mic?
She was walking around outside. She was doing like something with. She was out there. It was before she did Playboy. She was trying to like take pictures for like the hottest chick for Opie and Anthony or something. She was going to send it into it, but she was walking around the streets with a dude. Yeah. And I'm like, that dude's already a guy who you know is like holding her purse and doing everything while she's doing whatever.
When you're a doormat and there's a guy below you that's even worse, you're almost like, what are you doing?
Yeah, and she was like doing a thing where it was like, you know, like you could act like you were grabbing her boobs or something like that. She wanted to take a picture. I forget what it was. Exactly.
But you saw her and you were like, that's the hottest girl I've ever seen.
Some sort of contest. I thought she was absolutely stunning. We invited her to the show.
But that's, you know what's... And
this is young Wigger J comedy.
I'm imagining...
Great.
Just said it again! But you'll know as a comic, I always said it's always good when there's like two really hot girls in the crowd, not in the front row, but as a comic when there's like a hot, because there's something about that motivates me from that time in high school where all I had was my sense of humor and I wasn't able to get girls. And you're kind of like, now as a comic, you're like, yeah, this is how I make my money now. And so when I see a hot girl, I'm kind of like, it for some reason psychologically triggers that whole thing of like, I gotta be funny. Even if she has a boy, I'm never gonna talk to her. You just see a hot girl in the crowd and you're like, I want to be funny because that hot, like if I can get, you know.
Yeah, well, it's absolutely true too. It's like,
because making my friends laugh is always the thing.
I mean, I feel like my confidence, even just yapping on a friendly level with a super hot chick,
you know, you're gonna get them with sense of humor.
Up from them seeing me perform.
Wait, you're saying
heartbeat?
You're saying it goes
up. My confidence. Like, here's the thing: if I was just out, if I was trying to like cold talk to a chick in the world right now, I mean, a girl who's beautiful,
there's no way I could approach.
I wouldn't even approach.
Yeah,
I said something. Me and Justin Silver and Fenoya were out the other night at the Village Underground. There was a girl there who was gorgeous. And I think I think I pointed her out. I'm like, wow, that girl was just really fucking amazing looking. And like Justin, like, you know, eyeballed her a little bit and everything. And I was like, God bless you, dude. I go, I'm just so, it would never be me.
Did he eyeball her and did he talk to her?
No.
But he just like, they looked at each other, they gave each other.
She didn't even look back at him. He just like, he didn't look at her. What I was taken back by was, not taken back, I guess, but just like, what I thought was interesting was like, he didn't look at her as like a girl of like, holy shit, she's amazing.
He wasn't intimidated.
Like, holy shit, she's amazing. Like, how could I ever talk to her? He just kind of looked and he was like, I mean, no, it was just us hanging, so he wasn't going to go talk to her anyways. But it was just like, you know what I mean? He just looked at. He didn't look.
I think you're saying he wasn't.
I look at her, and forget even being in a relationship or anything. I wasn't going to talk to her. All I go through in my head is the whole trajectory of like the. If I was a single dude, I wouldn't just walk up to her cold ever.
It's like seeing her. It's like
she's gonna say no, but I was supposed to say the flip side is, if she just saw me do comedy and came out and gave any. By the way, sometimes they're just coming out to be like. Actually, most of the time, they're just coming out to be like, I thought you were hilarious. Mm-hmm. I'm a fan of your work. I think it's cool what you do.
Yeah.
But even with that little window, I do feel a thing where I could be like, oh, what are you guys doing now?
Yeah.
At least that.
Because
you know
they kind of know you better, and you're not just a random...
And then also, when they realize the expectation of you is to be funny, is then you can make everything funny up into leading even into pure blown fucking. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
You're like, why don't we get it here? He goes, because what's like, why do you want to leave this bar? So, well, I mean, come on. He goes, I got a whole room. It's like, you could fuck all over that thing at this point, you know.
Yeah.
And if she's like, here, crazy, right?
Yeah, you can always write it off.
Yeah.
You can always write it off as
always
like,
write it off.
I was just joking. What are you guys, you serious? Wow. I'm a funny guy. Seriously. Let's forget that I said that. Anywho's it's.
But I mean, I have zero confidence with any girl under 232 pounds outside of comedy.
Hot girls just randomly on the street, I will look down at my feet like a monarch is approaching. Like, I apologize, sir. I'm a serf. If I'm like a smoking hot girl, I'll just be like, oh, there's no, I'm probably bothering you. Oh, I'll walk away.
It's just, you know.
But with comedy, you're like, hey, you probably.
Even to a girl where it's like, you're like, oh, this girl is a girl by what she's wearing. It's a weekend at a comedy show or something. I'm talking about New York very specifically too. when the girls come out kind of like they're wearing like club dresses sometimes to go to a comedy club. You know, their tits are hanging out. They're wearing all this shit. Where they should be and are used to probably getting approached at that point by someone wearing like a fucking suit of some sort or like dress clothes.
Not a Queens of the Stone Age shirt and dirty jeans.
Yeah, and I woke up, you know, in like fucking like Def Leppard shorts and a fucking hoodie. But like there's something like through my life, like I've pulled that chick from comedy, even, you know what I mean? Like the difference in what you're going like home with is bizarre.
Yeah, exactly. And Jay's gonna be pulling some sweet tail at the Funny Bone in Virginia Beach, Friday, October 21st through Sunday, October 23rd. Go to bigjcomedy.com for tickets.
I just want to add to that only also is because it's not on the things yet, but I just want to make sure I want to pack it out, man. So big. I'm doing the Stress Factory in New Jersey the weekend after that. That's the 27th, 28th, 29th, I believe. But
I think we're both.
I'm doing Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at the Stress Factory. What will be the next weekend after that? I guess it would be...
It's the 27th,
28th, 29th.
27th, 28th, 29th. So if you're in the tri-state area, we got both of us are going to be local because I'm going to be the same weekend, the 23rd, the 21st through the 23rd, I'm going to be... the 22nd in Long Island, I'm going to be at McGuire's, and then the 23rd, I'll be 2 shows at Levittown's Governor's.
Yeah, and you're doing an awesome club called the Dead Crow Comedy Club, which I absolutely love.
That's this week.
That is so cool. Wilmington, North Carolina, this Friday, October 14th, and Saturday, October 15th.
And you've talked about it to the point that I'm super fucking excited.
Do they treat you good? It's just a cool place.
I'm doing a mini little North Carolina tour because on Thursday I'll be in Raleigh at Charlie Goodnights or Goodnights. Go to Goodnights Comedy. I think it's just goodnights.com. But yeah, Thursday night I'm doing 1 show in Raleigh, and then Friday and Saturday I'll be in Wilmington.
We're hitting all these areas, and then I'm going to be in Virginia Beach October 21st.
We go a little low, we go a little high. Little high. But you were talking about the Playboy girl, so you met her outside of the comedy club and
Philly.
And then Philly, and then what happened? You got her number?
She No. She was walking around with this other dude who's like,
And at the time in your head, were you like, what a dick, thinking that you'd just blow right by this guy?
No. Who, her?
No, well, like when you met the guy that she was...
No. He was just kind of carrying her stuff around and doing whatever. But everyone I was with was fawning over her.
Mm-hmm.
Like everything she wanted from that, I was fawning. Because it's the only explanation for this, in my mind, of why me and her hooked up at all. Was everyone was all shit, and I told her to come to the comedy show. Came to the comedy show. It was still the time I said, like, I knew how to like kill that all black crowd on that open mic night. And I had a great set as far as I can remember, enough that I felt confident walking off afterwards and bullshitting with her. And like everyone, like she did things where it was like, you know, like take a picture, like, you know, like holding her tits or something like that, or maybe over the shirt, whatever it was. Now all my friends were like taking her up on it.
Yeah.
And it was kind of like, you gonna go? I was like, no, I'm okay. And then, like, at one point, we went to a diner afterwards, and we were leaving the diner. I go, your tags are hanging out on your pants. And, like, literally, just doing something, like, it looked weird. I was like, your tags, and she goes, oh, can you could tuck them in for me? And I was like, no. And I really was, like, that kind of, like, dryly, like, no. I'm like, I'm okay. Because to me, it's like, I feel like she's not. She's trying to just be cutesy and do her thing and be flirty with everyone like that. But I, personally, it upset me so much because I was like, I can't even be cutesy with you thinking like you're going to like, it's like, oh, I'll do that weird thing and then we'll talk a little more and then we have all these moments. I'm just like, I'm just the thing. It's like, in my mind, I'm like, I'll let this fat guy tuck my thing and he's going to go jerk off to me for the next like 8 years.
Yeah, and you're like,
and then whatever. She just fucking stayed in touch with me, like, and then, something about that like intrigued her, I guess, and she sort of stayed in touch with me. And she like she went away with me on a weekend to a gig once.
That's crazy. Gotta be the best. Is when a hot girl's like, "I'll go do some stuff you want to do." You're like, "Yes."
Well, no, that night was actually that weekend was horrible.
Okay.
We had hooked up once before, and then she goes, she was going to go away with me for this weekend. Oh, it was crazy this weekend. So we're hanging out, and she, any time we're in the hotel.
Do you remember which comedy club it was?
Yeah, it doesn't exist anymore. I was still like...
I was hoping it was going to be the Virginia Beach Funny Bone.
I was still living in Philly.
Okay.
It was, no, but it was Laurel, Maryland.
Okay.
And, we go, she, whatchamacallit, she comes down with me for the weekend, but it's almost like she tried to, like, cancel kind of last minute.
Yeah, or she probably said it, and it was like, that'll be fun, I'll go do that, and then it's one of those things where you said you want to do it, and then as it approaches, you're like, I don't want to do this.
Dude, she didn't want to do it, clearly. Yeah. But she came down, and we would, when we were in the hotel room, she was naked.
What?
Anytime we were in the hotel room, she was naked.
That's just mean. And with no intention of hooking up with you.
No, I don't know, dude. It was so, again. This comes into my own thing, and we said we'd hooked up before at this point, right?
Did you try?
So here's what happened. This is where I have a very famous joke of mine that I've done on an album. I think it's on American Storyteller that I did for a long, long time. Was like one of my closers. Was that we'd be in this hotel room. She'd be naked. We would go. She would tell me to be more aggressive because I really wasn't really making a move. She goes, you don't have to be so like shy and like stand like you could like like I want to be here. Like I'm like, great. And then we go back to the room, and I swear to you, every night it was some different like. So when I was 18, I got raped in a club, and you're like, oh, all right.
I remember this joke. I know exactly which joke you're talking about. Okay,
yeah, of course.
Yeah, and now I remember that. I was like, that happened that weekend? That sucks.
That was 3 nights, and every night, and then what happened
my God, I have explosive diarrhea. I just snorted some, yeah.
And then during the day, she would tell me, like, why am I not making moves on her at night? Why am I not trying to fuck? And basically, I'm like, okay. And then when we drove back home, she told me, and this is the worst ways to get kind of let down easy. She said she just felt guilty doing stuff that weekend because she just started dating the guitar player from System of a Down. And I was like, well, not going to win that war.
Yeah, cool. Yeah. Toxicity. Great album.
I mean, like, by the way, this is like the time of Toxicity.
Really?
Oh, dude, yeah.
And she really was dating him?
Oh, yeah. Okay. But, I mean, he probably wouldn't have called it dating.
They were fucking.
You know what I mean? But, like, it was like they stayed in touch probably also, and, like, that was a way.
You go, hey, well, eating seeds is a pastime activity. Eating seeds is a pastime activity.
Dude, I'm banging your girl. What are you doing? Disorder. I'm blowing big loads on her face, blowing big old fat loads on her face.
When Jay deserves to die. Man, there is nothing. That whole dating another guy thing is probably the most overused excuse of not only women but men too. I've used it a couple times.
You're dating another dude?
I'm dating a dude. I'm dating the guitar player from System of a Down now, so it is not good. It is. He's hitting a rough patch. There it is. Pastime activity.
This is my favorite part right here, though. You finger blaster chick.
You'll get to bang her on the right back.
Shoot. Blowing big loads on her face. Blowing big old fat loads on her face.
She doesn't like you at all. Disorder. She doesn't like you.
Your daughter.
Yeah, the whole like I'm dating someone else thing, that got me, I told you that story when I went down to Austin, and that girl's like, I'm dating someone, and you're like, okay, just say you don't like me. You can just say you don't like me, and we can move forward. Like, I'm just not interested, I'm sorry. That really, is that against the law now, just to say that?
That might into you?
Yeah, I feel like
it's letting you down easier, which probably is, I guess.
Saying dating?
You're dating someone else?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a much nicer.
Much more polite. But then...
And saying I'm not into you?
But I think
that hurts a lot worse.
Yeah, but I think the problem with saying the dating thing is then how long after that did you entertain the idea that she was going to break up with the guitarist and hook back up with you?
Never.
Oh, really? So you were just done after that? You were like, it's good.
But then she would come out and like... She'd want to like make out a bunch. It was so weird, man.
That's the same shit I was talking about from that girl from high school. That's just
enough. And then we kind of like lost touch for like... not only lost touch, but like talk like once a year, like through like a MySpace or something like that. And then she found the guy she got married to.
Okay.
Rich, who's a really, I mean, they've come out to my show still.
So, okay, so you're still friends with her?
Yeah. Dude, I've watched her. It's very kind of cool, actually. I think she became like a, I mean, when I met her, she was like a stripper and did play, like, and she's like a RN now. She's like a, she actually stripped and went to college and stuff. Like,
sure, she was telling the truth.
The dude does underwater demolition.
Badass.
Pretty badass dude, yeah. And they come out. Yeah, they're not. She's still. It's cool. I've actually watched her grow up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I mean, she was like 18.
Yeah, that's
when I met her, you know what I mean? Yeah. So
now, but.
So now it's like she's like in her early 30s and like. So
isn't that weird when you have the adult feelings of the girls you had crush on? We go, hey, good for you.
This girl Desiree, who I liked a lot, who also worked at a strip club just as a waitress, though.
Yeah.
I remember she got big old cans. She was gorgeous. That's the one that I took the pictures of.
Yes.
And
okay.
like,
yeah.
You know, start
for Playboy. She said she was going to be in Playboy.
Yeah, except I gave her.
She's like, "Will you take?"
I had her model after like pictures from like
Club International.
Filth. Yeah.
Hustler.
Yeah, you know that story. So, but she like has gone on to, I believe, do absolutely nothing. I think she's become nothing at all in the world. I don't know, but she was gorgeous. I mean,
was she one of those ones that led you along?
No, in fairness, like she did. You know what it is with all these girls, though? If maybe I would just taken a swing for it. In my mind, I know, but in my mind, dude, and still to this day, in my mind, I am like, you know, 3 Ralphie Mays, like standing next to each other in size. Like, I mean, like, I just don't. I think
I'm the giant from Big Fish.
I think I walk into a room and chicks generally are like right away are just kind of like, nah. And then I have to like start. That's my starting point.
And I disagree. I think you're very handsome.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah, and I think Christine will back me, right, Christine? She's nodding heavily. And this is a woman that only dates men when it's illegal. So, there you go. We got to take a quick break. When we come back, should we do this Fell Dog Orgy?
Fell Dog Orgy? We're talking
about all this stuff.
We're gonna help Jacob with Tinder.
We'll do Fell Dog Orgy and Jacob on Tinder. Coming back. It's the Bonfire.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Yeah, I'm a happy camper.
Dad, can I go to the EDM show tonight? Dad, can I go to the EDM? What do you mean? Yes, Gary's dad is driving us. Thanks, can I borrow $20 for some Molly?
Dad, did you see my neon pacifier?
It is the Bonfire. We are back. It's EDM day. Dan Soder, Big J. Okerson. I'm going to guess this song is...
I got a guess. I got a legitimate guess that I think I might be right.
Go for it.
Calvin Harris?
No.
Can I guess one now?
Yes.
Paul Oakenfold?
Does that mean he's right?
No, that means he's wrong.
Jacob, you got a guess?
Aoki.
That's what I was going to guess second.
The little Asian guy? No.
The only one.
I was going to say Steve Aoki.
I'll keep going. Are you sure it's not Steve Aoki? Okay.
Are you also double sure that it's not Calvin Harris?
Do me a favor. Skrillex. Oh, I know.
Moby.
Dead Mouse.
Who is it?
Is this DJ Sniz Kid?
This is DJ Dodger Stadium.
Wait, what?
DJ Dodger Stadium.
It's such. The names are so fucking stupid. I used to tell girls at bars that my name was DJ Watergate, and I played house music with Nixon speeches over it, just to see how dumb they were. Deep throat. Deep throat. I am not a crook. I
am not a crook.
Can we do that? Can you put some Nixon speeches over some EDM, and can I have it as my sample so I can have it on my phone and play it for girls?
I would love to.
DJ Watergate.
DJ Watergate. All Nixon speeches. I want to do it all the Watergate hearings. Just all. I mean, that's fucking hours. And by Spears Agnew, you can put all of them on there. You can put anyone involved. Pat Buchanan, anyone that was involved with Watergate.
Can I go other places in history like
no,
Hitler, Bin Laden?
No, it has to be Watergate.
I'll be DJ Hitler.
All right.
You're DJ Third Reich. You're DJ Third Reich.
Oh, no. DJ let's do, that's a little divisive. Let's do DJ Mussolini.
DJ Mussolini sounds like a real person.
Yeah.
And then you go on tour with the Access tour with you and DJ Kamikaze.
Wait, let me see how it looks with the Jacob dance. Yeah, it works. It really comes together.
Both motorcycle. Oh man, EDM. We should have got into it.
The bodies of American soldiers and civilians are sent.
I get it though, man. We're all kind of moving in the studio.
I said when I hear it, I like this, although I do not like this one.
You don't like this one?
Do you have a Dead Mouse one, maybe? What does he do? What does he do different?
Let's come back from our next break. Or was that our last break?
That's our last break, buddy.
Oh, man. It's not enough EDM to go around.
No.
Oh, you know what's a big news that we need to say before we get into anything? November 1st for the New York Comedy Festival.
Yes.
A live bonfire, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern, live from the Village Underground. You can get your tickets by going to comedycellar.com. I was talking to Liz at the Cellar. She said tickets are already going.
Yeah.
She's like, it was fast. She's like, first day, 50 tickets right when we announced, and she's like, that's impressive.
That's great. Yeah. We're going to fill it up again, man.
We're going to fill it up. It's going to be a fun live. We're going to have a great musical performance at the end.
Yeah.
A surprise. We're not going to let you know what it is.
Surprise performance.
Man, if we could get Corey Feldman just to perform. Oh.
You didn't want him. I would have worked.
I mean, to get him to perform.
To perform, not to talk to him.
I mean, he will get an ovation.
It'll be, he honestly, with his mental state, he'll mistake it as him. Like, he's like, see, I told you, we're going to do arenas.
Double album out.
Yeah, he's like, see?
I mean, he's going to promote a double album.
Yeah.
If we can get him to perform live that night.
Oh my God.
I swear I'll try everything.
I mean, hell and high water.
Yeah.
I mean, but here's the
Comedy
question.
Central will fly him out.
In a helicopter if he lands.
We'll helicopter him from L.A.
He lands on West 3rd Street. It's like when Zeus lands in No Holds Barred. Yeah. I'm holding back a bunch of kids. Stand back. The angels are hanging on the bottom like mercenaries.
Oh, I'd love him to perform. I don't want to talk to him at all. He's just a performance.
Lately,
but you know what I want? I also want him to be a halftime performance of the show because the second performance is actually more important to me.
We have to close out the show with the performance that we're going to do.
Yeah. It's going to be great.
This is Dead Mouse, by the way.
Oh, yeah?
Dead Mouse. This song is called The Reward is Cheese.
Jacob just starts jacking it over his pants. What the reward?
Is it really called The Reward is Cheese?
Yeah. And this man's a millionaire, right?
Although I'll tell you, went off the rails with naming their songs on this new album's Rob Zombie. Look at the track list. Christine, bring up the track listings for Rob Zombie's new song. They're insane. Each one's like a sentence.
Do you not think I'm dead, but really I've just been asleep a long time?
Yes, there's literally stuff like that.
Fight me in the alley because my fists are on fire.
You know, I like the name of the album, The Electric Warlock Acid Witch Satanic Orgy Celebration Dispenser.
I mean, that's insane.
Yeah, look at the names. Super Doom Hex Gloom Part 1, In the Age of the Consecrated something. It's like they're too long. The Hideous Exhibitions of a Dedicated Gore Whore.
What's this one? Get Your Boobs Off, That's the Encore?
Get your boots on.
Oh, it's boots. Never mind.
I mean, you're wearing your glasses.
I know.
You said get your boobs off.
Get your boobs off. Hey, ladies. I mean, I'm a TFer. That's what you want to do. You want to get your boobs off.
He's still great, Rob Zombie. He really is. Is it the Gore Whore song?
You'd rather see him than Marilyn Manson.
Get your boobs off.
Get your boobs off.
Get your boobs off.
The Gore Whore song's okay.
You like him better than Manson, right?
Now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he stayed good rock star.
Yeah. You think he stayed more relevant?
No. Marilyn Manson could be just as relevant. It's just, well, Rob Zombie like diversifies, man. He directs stuff, you know, he writes stuff.
Every time I hear diversify, I just think of Wu-Tang Financial from Chappelle's Show. You need to diversify your balls.
But I mean, he puts on a hell of a live show still. And he's in his like, get your boots out! Oh yeah, I know that song.
Yeah. See what I mean? Like a lot of music people do this where they take like old timey stuff like that and put it to music. That's why I think DJ Watergate's going to work.
It's a fantastic idea.
When we do this,
and again, DJ Mussolini.
Yeah, we're gonna have dueling DJs. Lou, if you could get that done before Wednesday's show.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking A. On to some Felldog news. We talked about him performing. There was a writer for Vice who published an article that a bunch of campers tweeted at us and emailed us. By the way, at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat. Apparently, a woman accidentally went to a orgy at Corey Feldman's house, and she wrote an article about it. We'll post it, obviously, on Twitter.
This writer's name's Jamie Lee Curtis Tate. Like, I don't know if I want to listen to anything this asshole says now.
I don't know. Is she dressed like Jamie Lee Curtis when she did that dance in True Lies?
MILF, the first MILF.
Oh, man.
Everyone's first MILF.
Did she start the MILF generation?
That was very exciting for people my age, right in that wheelhouse. But a lot of people in my wheelhouse didn't watch Trading Places where she showed full tit. So
yes.
That meant a lot more to me.
It's not sensual tits, it's her changing a shirt while Dan Aykroyd's in her apartment. But it's still full tit.
It's all because of this terrible, awful Negro.
Jamie Lee Curtis Tate, that's just what's annoying to me about that. Do you know what I mean? It's like if you named your kid Mark Paul Gosselaar Okerson.
That'd be the best name ever.
Mark Paul Gosselaar Soder.
Oh, that's great. I want to do that. Lou Diamond Phillips Okerson. Yeah. Ah, there it is.
Jean-Claude Van Okerson.
Jean-Claude Van Okerson's great.
I mean, her tits were almost flawless. For a woman that was born a hermaphrodite, they're perfect.
So she was. She was born with both pieces.
That's what they say.
I don't care. Get past that.
I think she said that. Now she makes yogurt.
Now she makes poop yogurt.
She makes poop yogurt.
She got shit yogurt.
Oh, man. I mean,
Trading Places.
They
Such
were
a good movie.
Teardrops.
Coming to America is my number one, but close second. Trading Places.
Coming to America.
It's not my number one overall, but it's like
of Eddie Murphy movies.
It's my favorite comedy.
Yeah, Trading Places is pretty great, but I think I think Coming to America might be.
And out of Eddie Murphy's, it's absolutely my number one. Is Coming to America.
Yeah,
this is great.
Coming to America, Tower Heist, I Spy. I just moved backwards in the shittiest one.
I'm like, what are you doing?
Beverly Hills Cop 3,
Nutty Professor 2,
Professor 2, The Clumps.
I'm also a 1,000 words kind of guy.
Then Haunted Mansion. Then
Norbit.
Then Norbit. Then Norbit again.
Then Bowfinger. Beverly Hills Cop 1. You start throwing in the classics.
Like,
what? All the way at number 12 is Beverly Hills Cop 1. It's so.
I know that DJ. That's Jan Hammer, yeah.
No.
Fuck me.
Wait, what did you say? Jam Hammer?
Jan Hammer.
Harold Faltermeyer.
Right.
Okay.
DJ Jan Hammer. Oh, I didn't realize we were using his I didn't know we were using his government.
They should do an original. They should do a remake of what the movie was originally supposed to be with Sylvester Stallone.
What's Beverly Hills Cop?
That was supposed to be Sylvester Stallone's movie, and he pulled out, and they turned it into a comedy.
Was it Stallone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I put him down in his tailpipe.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Why are you talking like that, man? Release yourself, you know? You're talking all white. You're like, hey, how you doing? Doing a white guy voice? Hey, you know, why are you talking like that? Hey, Taggart.
Guy over there in the trench coat.
Sylvester Stallone doing the Eddie Murphy laugh.
I ain't punchy. I got what you call, like, I don't know, a relaxed brain, but I ain't punchy, you know? It's just the way I talk.
So, Jamie Lee Curtis, Lou Diamond Phillips Tate's trip to Corey Feldman's horrifically depressing birthday party. We were put in touch with Lila Whitney, not her real name, a woman who'd been to Feldman's house for an even more fun and even more depressing party. An orgy. Why is that depressing, though?
I don't know. It's
I have to read more because it's like, if the girl like, here's the thing. When you take a look at the Angels, you're like, if he's going home and like banging these chicks out every night, you're like, that's pretty cool for him. Like,
it's great for him.
It's great. They're all attractive girls.
Very attractive.
All have great bodies. So depressing. It's like, it's almost going like, oh, what a loser. He's a washed up thing and blah. It's like, sure, but he's got money still, and if he's banging these hot, like, I don't find it what I find depressing is his belief in what he's going to do moving forward in entertainment. That's what's depressing about him.
Yeah,
if he just lived like a fucking millionaire playboy, I couldn't give a shit. Good for him.
Yeah, if he came out once in a while,
he fucking earned it.
He more than earned it, and I'm fine if he just laid back and had sex parties and lived in a house and kind of had this weird thing. But you're right. It's the second that we start making fun of it is where he's like, "I'm going to be a music megastar," and you're like, "All right, stop." Can you stop that? Yeah, you've been doing albums for 30 years. That's like when someone says they've been doing stand-up for 7 years, and you're like, you just do an open mic in Long Island, and occasionally you do one-nighters with your friends. You're not like...
What childhood?
I lip-synced it perfectly.
You nailed it.
I nailed it right off the top. I didn't even know it was coming, and I nailed it. So, yeah, I don't know why it would... I mean... Can an orgy be depressing? That sounds terrible. Depressing orgy?
Yes.
People crying while they're fucking?
It could be depressing if you find yourself in an orgy where you're like
just crying,
where you're like the best one there, and like everyone else you're not attracted to, but you're there. Like that could be depressing. Where you're like, what? But those people who were into it and fucking aren't depressed at all.
No, they're into it.
I've gone to a swingers club before, and you see a bunch of old people so confidently doing shit with each other and flopping each other's shit around, and you're like. Great, they're into it, though.
I like that you describe orgies like John Madden, where you're like, oh, it's just a flipping and a flopping and a smashing.
Flipping and flopping and a fly pattern.
Here's a girl that'll take two at a time.
The first time I met Corey Feldman was when I sat at his table at the Playboy Mansion at the infamous Candyland Halloween party. The second time was a porn star friend of mine was featured dancing in a strip club in Hollywood. The third time was when I went to an orgy at his house. I mean, this is really like, which helps explain. Corey aged very well. He's still hot and has all of his hair. Okay,
so what's depressing about it?
Like many orgies, I think this one starts out with me out at a club by myself. It was maybe 2 years ago. I'm going to see a promoter I know. I mean, this whole world is fucking lame. Like this,
yeah. I think this woman's trying to take the high road, but it's like,
I know a promoter. I know a promoter. Planning on running to a few acquaintances. To my surprise, I ran into a casting director, Paul. His name is not Paul. I'd met with Paul a few times, though he never booked me for anything. He tells me he's Corey's roommate. He's very impressed with himself for being roommates with Corey, as if it made him more fuckable. I hate the way this lady's writing.
Jamie Lee Curtis, you are not writing a good article. I'll tell you that. You are a great actress, and your yogurt makes you shit.
I think this is like maybe what's
her friend
too. I can't. Let's tell. I drive up to the house and enter. It's filled with memorabilia from Corey's childhood. Movie posters, pinball machines. Okay.
Cool. You're making me really like Corey.
Drinks. I make a drink and head to the bathroom. It's filthy. I watch the cockroach come out of the bathtub drain. I think about mentioning it to Paul and Corey, but I don't. Walk upstairs to the bedroom. On the landing past the stairs, Paul's assistant is on her knees performing oral sex on another girl. Great.
Cool.
I watch for a few seconds in shock and in a little bit in awe. Jealous of her perfect waxed vagina. Then I look up and see Paul, who tells me that this isn't just a regular party. It's a sex party.
Uh-oh. Well, you didn't tell me that, Paulito. Let me get these pants off. Is it cool if I keep my shirt on?
I head into the bedroom where I find Corey using drugs and hooking up with a group of girls. Great.
Cool.
He has an industrial canister of nitrous oxide with cartridges that looks like giant bullets. Awesome.
This guy knows how to fuck.
I think this ain't no Ready Whip. Isn't Corey sober? He's always on television or in people talking about his higher power. Higher power might be fucking nitrous.
Nos shots.
In former child star land, apparently nitrous is Jesus Christ. He must be really in the nitrous because this wasn't the kind of equipment you could just buy at a head shop or from a drug dealer. This is the thing I was telling you we did in Houston when a girl almost died in my hotel room. A girl face planted, yeah. I did 2 whacks of it, and I was like, this is pretty fun. And then the girl goes, yeah, it's pretty great. I do it all the time. And she goes, and then her face just like melted like black hole sun, and she fucking face planted, and then popped up. And in 20 seconds she was out of it. I was like, I have to drag her by her. I almost dragged her by her foot out into the hallway and left her to die, not in my room.
You must give her a crash and just pushed her.
I just wanted her out of there, yeah. And then she popped up and she was like, I'm sorry, that happens sometimes. Her face was all fucked up. It was crazy. Nate was with me.
It's the funniest is just the sound, or when people take whippets.
Yeah.
Just watching them take the whippet is it's the most comedic of getting high.
Yeah. It's like you're whipped creaming your mouth.
But their face is like. And you're like, brr.
Yeah, right. You
I'm going black hole sun on you.
This isn't the kind of equipment you'd buy from a head shop or a drug dealer. He clearly spent time ordering this over the internet. What time does that take?
This is just terrible writing.
Paul offers me some Molly. Although everyone else in the orgy is rolling, I just want some of the coke in my purse. So she's judging.
Yeah.
Using nitrous and Molly is completely crazy and beyond the boundaries of even my own drug use. Of course, I take a few hits anyway. The party reminds me of that episode of Saved by the Bell where a fictitious celebrity comes to Bayside High. What an idiot. I take another hit of nitrous and then take off all my clothes.
So you're in.
Paul says to Corey, isn't she hot? He says yes, and we kiss. Corey has a sick body. There's a reason why he was on so many magazine covers. He starts to finger me. He's awesome with his fingers. A few more minutes, I might come.
Wow. All right. Get it, fell dog.
Then Paul comes up to me and starts to hook up with me. He leads me to the bed where Corey is fucking another blonde who's hotter and has a better body than me. I watch them have sex. I never see anyone else actually have sex in front of me before. Paul finishes with me, and I notice the two girls in the bed making out. One is Paul's assistant. We catch each other's eyes and start to make out. It's the first time I've kissed another girl, but she's so hot and I'm going to do something I'm not entirely comfortable with. I'm glad it's with her. Suddenly, Corey stops fucking the hot blonde and tells her... Everyone was jerking off to this. And tells her to change the song on the CD. CD. Bewildered by the request. Yeah, go over. It's one of the ones that it's a CD player's attached to a tape. It's in a tape player.
Yeah, it's so funny. He goes, oh, can you? Oh, man.
I hate to bother you, but
this Brian McKnight song reminds me of my friend Hamster, who's dead. I'm going to go all soft inside this blonde.
It's called Twisted. You know.
Can you go get my Keith Sweat disc?
Bewildered by the request and the circumstance, I start to listen to the music. It sounds vaguely familiar. I realized Corey had requested to hear his own CD.
Dude, he's making himself... This woman's making him sound incredible.
He's having an orgy and listening to himself sing at the same time.
Why not?
Perfect.
Why not?
Christine, I want to do that.
Is listen to your album while you have a...
No, but not my comedy album. I want us to hook up with a chick while we're listening to an album of me singing.
Yeah. Well, then you'd have to believe it, though.
Oh, yeah. I'll believe it.
Please cut an album.
Hey, baby, go over there and change the CD.
Oh, my God. I love a Big J. Okerson covers the classics.
I see another guy on the bed. He's not Corey. He's not Paul. He's not even hot. But
his name's Dan. I'm all, hey,
where do you know Corey from?
Do you know Corey? I met Corey actually at the. He's at a comedy show. We used to make fun of him on my radio show. Anyways, you want me to take my pants off, or it's cool if I keep the tee on, right?
But trying to keep up some sort of orgy etiquette, I introduce myself, and we start making out. I realize I have no obligation to fuck him or even hook up with him. I can't even figure out why he's here, other than to take Corey and Paul's leftovers. That's what he's there for.
He's there for the scraps. That's what I love. Frank Reynolds says on Always Sunny on the dentist system. He goes, "What are you here?" He goes, "I'm here for the scraps."
I look over.
I got my roll hundreds. I got my Magnum condoms. I'm ready to plow.
Let's rock.
Yeah.
I look over at Corey fucking the hotter blonde and try to cut in. I want him. He's like a trophy or a souvenir. I start kissing him, but he sort of ignores me and goes back to the hotter girl. A minute later, he stops having sex, not to hook up with me, but to take a hit of nitrous. I feel seriously unattractive. I want him to want me, but he just doesn't. The coke is wearing off and I don't have any more. All they have is ecstasy, and that's not my thing. All of these insecure girl thoughts go through my head. I shouldn't have eaten all this week. Why did I flat iron my hair better? Why doesn't he want me? I am so fucked up. I decided to leave, but couldn't leave so quickly because I can only find one shoe. This is like Cinderella on drugs.
And then this
I can't leave without my shoe.
I don't mean to Phil Donahue you, but that girl became his top angel.
His bottom bitch.
Corey goes, now you can't leave.
Now you gotta stay and learn the keyboard.
Okay, I guess I could find... Okay, I guess I could leave without my shoe, but I was missing a $500 shoe. Not exactly Old Navy flip-flops. I wander around the room with one stiletto on, ironically. Why don't you take them both off until you find the other one, you dildo? Neurotically looking for the other one. Corey sees me and asks if I'm okay. Embarrassed, I tell him I have to leave to walk my dog and that I can't find my shoe. He sort of stops what he's doing and looks around to help me. Without getting off the bed, I tell him...
He did one of these. He was getting blown by a girl, and he just sat up and went... Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, I'm gonna go back.
Yeah.
Watch you. Watch you.
The biggest problem in Hollywood is and always will be lost shoes.
And they don't want you to tell it. They'll pass around other shoes. They just pass them around. They don't even care what their foot's on.
Number one problem in Hollywood was and is and always will be
lost shoes.
While getting off the bed, I tell him I've got it, and finally, by some miracle of the orgy gods, I spot my shoe.
She's naked, and she's just under the bed looking, and then you see, got it! Just one hand up.
On the way out, I pass a room with a drawing taped to the door. It says Zen. This is the name of his 9-year-old son. It must be at his room. At this point, the coke is worn off completely. I think to myself, this is the home of a young boy. Corey's son will come home from his mother's house at some point and be totally unaware of the debauchery that occurred feet from where he lays his head to sleep. Corey will make the bed and wash the sheets. He'll clean the cocaine off the mirror in the bathroom. It'll be as if it never happened at all. Lila Whitney would like the readers to know that she stopped using drugs after this incident. She could be reached at this thing. Defamer reached out to Feldman and Paul for comment on the story and never heard back.
If I were Corey Feldman, I'd be like, yeah, it absolutely did happen. I sound awesome in that story.
But he said awesome, but it's like, well, who's judging that? He goes, so the kid goes away, and it's like this never. It's like, he's a fucking adult. He do whatever the fuck he wants.
Kid's not there. He's being responsible.
I mean, look, you could do drug. First of all, it sounds like he's only doing nitrous, which I don't even know if that's illegal.
Maybe, yeah. It doesn't sound bad.
I mean,
she made it sound like it was going to be sad and like depressing. It's going to be like Corey and 3 5s.
It was depressing about that. It's like all these hot chicks.
Can we kiss? But instead, you're like, no. You know what? That made me. You made me like Corey Feldman more.
That's fucking crazy. Well, I don't like
her. I'm on Feldog's side.
I don't like this. Yeah, I'm on Feldog's side on this too. And that's the great news is that we have to get you.
Yeah. I'll punch you right in the ovaries.
So it's up to you, buddy. You got to try to get him to come perform. We'll let him do. What?
Oh, you found her?
Yeah.
What's the tag on her Twitter say?
The only girl that went to a former child star's orgy and didn't have sex. It's like,
I thought she did have sex.
Was fucking him in the article?
She got fingered by him.
She got fingered, but she said the other guy, Paul, was finished with her.
Yeah. Paul finished with her.
Why don't you go back to your home on Whore Island?
This girl seems like trash.
By the way, she's total garbage. She has 73 followers. She's so proud of herself. What a piece of shit.
Anybody that, I mean, that's just, the whole point of that article is just to say that you went to Corey Feldman's house and you could have, and it's like, I know the humor angle, which is like, I couldn't even get fucked. It's like, but you kind of did. It's not there enough to be like, you're look dumb, or it's not bad enough to make him look dumb. It's just kind of insecond.
Wait, stop. I want to read some of her. Go up more.
And she tweets about it.
Right there. Stop there. I mean, for real, who wants to make a sex tape? I mean, like, what an idiot. Flushing condoms is a bad idea. I know I had a good time this week and I just can't remember it. I mean, this girl is fucking, what a hunk of shit.
Well, she stopped doing drugs after the Corey Feldman.
I want to see what she looks like so bad.
Ascension.
Millennium.
Yeah, that's this. She bugged.
Oh, you know what? It's a fake name. It's a fake name. She said.
Ascension.
Millennium. So we're not going to know what it is. Either way. The fact that she made a fucking fake profile.
We're on Team Feldog for this.
Yeah, Feldog, you're okay with me on this one, dude.
So come perform at our.
Can I come? Can I be the scraps guy?
Oh, dude.
Dan can be your Paul.
I won't even be your Paul.
I'll be other guy who's not hot, but you make out with anyway.
I'll be your shoe wrangler, and I'll work the nitrous tank like a carny. I'll just keep like giving out. Oh, look! Step on up. Pull like another shot of nitrous. Miss, if you're looking for your shoes, I can help find it. I am the shoe wrangler. I will be fully clothed the entire time.
Accidentally went to his.
You didn't accidentally went. You got invited and you went. And it's just that's just her trying to get fucking Twitter followers or whatever. We'll be back live on Wednesday. That's a real thing.
On that one, we're going to talk to Jacob about his Tinder.
Yeah.
We got a couple things to talk about.
We have some fun stuff. We got the Rosa calling in Ari Shafir. Is he going to be there on Wednesday?
We are. No. I'm going to say it on here so we don't fuck this up at all.
Yeah.
is I want to make sure when we have Merkface here in studio, we're going to talk about that Larry the Cable Guy video.
Fuck yeah. We want to talk about it, but Merkface wasn't here.
We still haven't gotten to the bad national anthems.
There's a lot of stuff
Some radio guy on Twitter just said he was going to take the idea.
He said
it's weird. By the way, it's like, whatever, do it. I'm sure it's been done in radio before, but he goes, oh, dude, totally going to take for my Monday show that national anthem like fails idea. Like, yeah, all right.
Cool.
It's a weird thing for another radio show to say.
That's weird that you're pretty open about stealing from it.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, appreciate you getting your ideas from us. Because most of the time it's just us slapdicking around.
We're going full-blown Howard Stern. Everything is a rip-off. Sam Roberts and Jim Norton have stolen the concept of the bonfire. You heard it here first.
You heard it here. It's two friends talking.
The
on
Legion
the radio.
Of Skanks are thieving from the bonfire.
I'm like, Jay, you can't do that. That you're part of it.
Oh, yeah, I'm in the Legion of Skanks.
SDR is stealing from us. At Big J Okerson on Twitter. Follow him. Download his special live at Webster Hall. BigJComedy.com for all dates. And then at the Bonfire SXM on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat for us to follow.
And at Dan Soder and DanSoder.com for all his tickets and tour dates and
all
information and dick pics.
And more knowledge that I need to build another website.
Dude, what are you on right? What are you just harder?
Just harder. We'll see you Wednesday.
Crackle, crackle.
Bye.